Hey everyone, this is Manjunatha Jinugara again. In this video we are going to see how to swap the VM OS disk. For example, if any VM OS disk got corrupted, we can swap it with the normal OS disk. So to do this we need to use the PowerShell, and I will explain you the step-by-step method here. The prerequisites for this particular method is we should have a separate OS disk which is ready. To get that you can get the OS disk snapshot and reconvert back to the OS disk. Okay, so to know more about this you should watch my previous video. In that I have already discussed how to do this. So coming back to the OS disk swap, this is my VM right now. In my VM I have the OS disk as VM OS disk. This is my OS disk right now, and I do have a other OS disk which is not attached to anything as of now. So this is the OS disk which we converted into the present OS disk snapshot. So it is not attached to anything. So let's see how to swap the disk from the PowerShell. So if you see the Microsoft document here, this script will not work because some of these commands are not valid. I'm not saying it is wrong, but these commands are updated in the PowerShell right now. So to get it work, what is the difference which we need to make it, we'll see. Okay, so this is the script that which I made. VM is my VM name, swap is my resource group name, and XYZ is my disk which I am going to swap with the normal VM which I have. Now to make it work, so to make this command work, we should have a disk ID, disk resource ID, that will be available from the disk itself. You should go to the disk. From the disk you should go to properties. So you're going to get the resource ID here. You have to get this resource ID and make it as a resource ID variable. So once you push that into one of the variable, now you can run this command and you can swap this particular disk. So let's start our process. Here I'm reconnecting to my PowerShell. So let's start the process. First I'm trying to provide some inputs as a VM variable. So I'm getting the information regarding my VM first. I'm keeping it in $VM, and then so it is, this command is going to stop your VM. So my VM is already in stopped status, so I don't have to run this. I'll go to the next command. I'm going to get the disk details which I'm going to attach. So here I have got the disk details. Next is to push this value into this particular variable, which I'm going to do right now. Later, this is very important. The major change which I have made in this command is I have replaced the Microsoft command with my variable so that I can provide the resource ID. That's it. So I'm going to set that particular disk as my OS disk with this command. Now we can see it got the information. Now I have to update my VM. So it will take a few seconds to update. Now we can see this has been updated. So here the success state is true and status code is true and reason praises okay. So right now this disk has been updated. To validate that, we just have to go to our VM. Initially our OS disk was, the disk name was VM disk. Now it has been changed to XYZ. Now I can able to power on my VM without any issues. So it is going to start my VM and I can access this. This is how we're gonna change the OS disk. Thank you.